What's up, Samurai? We are back again for another quick video with Wayfinder, where we're going to be talking about the first battle pass in the game. We're also going to be talking about the second battle pass, and more specifically how the battle pass functions in this game, because it is different from most games. They're acting like it's a completely original idea, but for the most part it's actually the same as a Halo Infinite. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the reward tower is going to end up being your battle pass. If you've bought access to this game, no matter what tier, you will have the paid version of the season 1 battle pass, regardless of whether you spent $20 or the $150. Obviously, the higher paid founders packs are going to give you access to the second battle pass, and each battle pass, as far as I know, is going to end up lasting a life cycle of 3 months. Now, as we're out adventuring, we are going to end up gaining XP, which will end up giving us these keys that are required for the battle pass progression. We can, of course, as with any battle pass, just spend money, lol, in order to end up progressing. But you'll see that there's a lot of cosmetic items, and then, as some people might disagree, there is going to end up being some active items that are kind of pay to win. So you'll end up getting, XP items for leveling your character, leveling your weapons. You'll end up getting some imbuement packs, which is going to end up including basically keys to dungeons that will change the element of that dungeon so you can farm specific resources. Otherwise, you can end up earning all of this stuff free to play, but it's obviously just going to take a long time to do so. So in a sense, it's not pay to win, it's more so pay to progress, I guess. I don't know. But there is going to end up being some weapon skins and stuff, and I'm not going to bore you guys with all the details. Most of all, I wanted to show you this because this is going to end up being a core component that is required in order to craft the first character, which is going to be Venomess. Now, if you get the premium battle pass, you'll just have access to the character outright, but we'll talk about those details in a moment. There's going to end up being 4 components required in order to get this character. And the reason why I'm kind of talking about us all having early access and having access to this first battle pass is because you can access the battle pass free to play, but you won't be able to go further than level 25 as far as I know, which means that you will not be able to actually get whatever class is in the battle pass, because the battle passes themselves are basically going to have a new class, and then there's going to be a new weapon released simultaneously with the character. So going on to the next page, you can see again we've kind of got all these different little cosmetic items and stuff, but more importantly, once again, we have a is this one of the things? Yeah, crafting component for Venomess. So basically they're going to end up being on like almost every page. So going to floor 3 or page 3, you can see again we've kind of got all these different cosmetics, even a nice little sword and shield style, which is in the style of Venomess, some emotes and junk like that. Cool, whatever. But there we have the other Venomous token again. More than likely, I think what most people are going to end up doing is just going for Venomous outright and ignoring everything else, at least until a little bit later. I don't know why this last page glitches out so much, but you'll see once again, here's a whole bunch of different items. Okay, cool. And then this is going to end up being the last component required in order to craft Venomess. Obviously, it's probably going to cost a couple other different in-game resources that you'll have to farm, but for the most part, that's how you would get her. And then page 5 is just going to end up being some additional stuff. Again, it just is so glitchy, it doesn't go to the next screen for me. So we got some cosmetics and junk like that, some stuff for our house, an emote that is unique to Venomous, and finally at the maximum we have the Venom Spawn bot. So this is going to end up being a house pet that can be placed in your house. I don't have access to housing right now at the moment I'm recording this video because this was a press account that I had access to before the game's release, but the devs have mentioned in their live streams that pets don't really have a functionality right now, but later on in the life cycle of this game, they more than likely will. Whether it be passive stats or them coming on adventures with you and fighting and stuff. Point being that this could potentially end up becoming like a really, really good pet in the future once pets have more functionality other than just being able to put them in your house. So we'll see what happens with that. There's also going to end up being different dyes as well that are locked behind the battle pass, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to the website really quick. So I have another video that goes into more detail about all the different founders packs and stuff like that. Today, we're just going to be focusing on the battle pass itself. And you'll note that after the first 3 months of Venomess, there's going to end up being a new battle pass that has a brand new character that we don't know about. I don't know what this character is. It looks like Windgrave, but the silhouette is quite different, so we'll see what happens. I wonder what weapon type he's gonna have as well. The background kind of looks like he might be a wolf character or something. I don't know. But anyways, looking at the different Founders packs, you'll see that the Initiate pack is what's going to end up giving you the paid version of the second pass. And the reason why this is important is because the paid version of the pass is the only way you'll be able to fully get all of the components for the character. And on top of that, once you own a paid battle pass similar to Halo Infinite, you can just equip it at any time and own it forever. So I could still keep working on the first battle pass once the second battle pass is out, just because I would have the paid version of the first battle pass. And then of course the Awakened and Exalted Founders packs will give you the premium access, which you'll see is very, very crazy. So these are going to end up being the different tiers. A free-to-play battle pass, which again, if you have early access to this game, you have the paid version of the first pass. But you'll have the free version of the second battle pass in 3 months, which is going to give you access to 1 out of the 4 components to craft the character. Remaining components can be earned through in-game activities. You'll have access to 25 items in the reward tower, and any unclaimed tower items cannot be earned after the season concludes. However, if you have the paid version, you'll get access to all 4 components of the character that is in that pass. You'll have full access to all 100 items in the battle pass, and any unclaimed rewards can still be earned after the season concludes regardless. Now, the premium version goes a little bit beyond that because it'll end up giving you access to that character's specific weapon, which is interesting because the battle pass doesn't actually give anything towards crafting that weapon. It seems like the premium is kind of just the way to skip your way past and just get the weapon outright, which may end up being cheaper overall, because if we go into the in-game shop, you'll see very quickly that we do actually have classes and weapons available for purchase. Now, I don't know what the price is on all of these because again, I'm still recording this on my press account, but my main case in point is that you'll notice Venomess's gun isn't here. So it's gonna be an exclusive to the premium battle pass, at least until the next battle pass comes in. I want to say, you know, fingers crossed. I don't actually know. Anyways, that should pretty much cover everything you guys want to know about the battle passes in this game from now into the distant future. Again, Venomess is going to end up being here for 3 months, and then I don't know what the next character is. And then from that next point onward, season 3 might be when this game becomes free to play, because season 3 of the battle pass is going to be next year.